We are live.
Live. Good afternoon, party people. Good afternoon Vietnam instead of morning Vietnam because it's not that.
No, there was a television show in the mornings called Good Morning America.
Oh, okay. Well, so this is like that, but not at all.
Because it's in the afternoon.
Because we're in the afternoon. We are in America. We're not at war with Vietnam right now. All these things are very pertinent information that you should know about. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the Refuge Medical HQ live stream, where we do a Q&A with the people whom we love so much. You got the Q's, we got the A's.
Whoa. Everyone has an A, but we're going to answer stuff.
But we're going to, so yes, let me be specific. I'm not talking about any of your body parts.
No, we're not talking about planets.
We're not talking about planets. Whoever, your anus, my anus, whoever it is, don't worry about it. What I'm talking about is answers specifically. You have questions, we have answers, right? As always, the Refuge Medical HQ live stream is brought to you by Jocko Fuel. I actually haven't eaten lunch today, so I'm going to pop open one of these Mulks. This is my meal replacement today. 30 grams of protein, keto-friendly, no added sugars, grass-fed beef protein, no soy, because your boy is on the no soy train, okay? Trying to not...
Be a soy boy. What? Wait.
I do have a man bun.
Yep, side profile. Give him the side profile. There's a man bun.
I do have a man bun. I am not a soy boy. I lift weights and wrestle big people badly. So...
Well, you're talking, you got the pre-made. I'm over here shaking it up.
Shaking it up.
Contigo cup.
That's right. You got the powder.
Yep.
You run with the, and that's the banana?
Yes, sir.
Banana bomber, dude. Just an actual heater. Guys, if you're in the live stream right now, we're doing 4 freaking giveaways today. Not just your cat tourniquet. We're giving away a soft tea tourniquet. We're giving away a medium assault bag. We're giving away some literature, and we're also giving away some training utensils. And what those mean, I mean, you'll probably just have to stick around and see. So we're going to start it off the top, right, with the giveaway. We're going to do one right off top. Go ahead and give me the literature. Give me the literature. Right here. Boom. This is a hardcover copy of Extreme Ownership from Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Awesome dudes, Navy SEALs. They wrote this book. This is applicable to your life. This is applicable to business, to your relationships, to whatever you're doing. This is a really great book with awesome principles, and we're giving it away.
Stuff that I live by.
Stuff that we all should live by, to be honest, right? So, the first person in the chat that can tell me the famous battle that Jocko Willink writes about in this book gets the book for free. So where is the battle? There's a famous battle.
I know where it is.
Yeah, I know where it is too. So
Ramadi from YouTube.
There it is.
12C conditioning.
12C conditioning. It is the Battle of Ramadi that he writes about. One of the most aggressive stints of war that we experienced all throughout GWOT, Global War on Terror, Battle of Ramadi. Jocko Willink led Task Unit Bruiser through the Battle of Ramadi. He writes about it in this book right here. So go ahead and email admin@Refuge Medical. We'll get you taken care of the 12 C's of conditioning. You'll get this book in the mail as well as some cool other little gifts. So we'll get that out to you. Shoot us an email. We have some more giveaways, so stick around. We're going to do some Q&A, but we have 3 more giveaways that we're doing on the live stream today. What do you got?
What would have been awesome is if Ethan was here, we could have had him read a little bit as Leif Babin.
He could have. He sounds just like him. And the kid is a twig, so it makes no sense. The voice does not, it comes out of him and you're like, where'd that come from? Obviously it wasn't you. That was dubbed over. It's not. So we're going to do a little section of Q&A. If you got the Q's, hopefully we got the answers. So any questions that you have, throw them in the chat below. This could be questions about medical knowledge. This could be questions about Refuge as an organization. This could be questions about us as people. Be questions about kits. So if you have a question, feel free to throw it in the chat. We always love answering your questions and being transparent. This is a whole time that you guys get to ask us questions. What you got, Dud?
NKMFTF Ghost. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just read it. He said, or that person said, what did you guys think about the litter on the adventure kit?
What did we think about the litter on the adventure kit? I don't know what they're referring to.
I don't know, the quality or
did we attach a litter to an adventure kit?
Actually, no. I had an individual reach out to me in customer service.
Come on in, Heath.
Come on over.
Tactically Tora, everyone.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
I had an individual reach out to me via customer service and show me the little mods that he had done
Okay.
on his black multicam adventure kit.
Okay.
And he took one of the NAR quick litters
Okay.
and ran it
The
through the
responder
molly
litter?
back. Yes.
Okay.
Ran it through the molly backing to where he could actually quick deploy the quick litter, as well as have all the effective.
Means of getting into the
Right,
adventure kit.
right.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for clarifying that. So, one of the reasons. So, listen, guys. We designed the adventure bag, right? We set it out and we plotted the path forward for that bag. And one of the reasons that we included the molly on the front and on the back is so that you can do just that, right? You can attach quick litters, you can attach other, modular components so that you can carry what you need. The idea of having a quick litter on you with an adventure bag is freaking genius. Because if you're out in the mountains adventuring and hiking and doing all the cool things, having a litter for somebody, fell, broke a femur, right? You have a femoral artery that's bleeding out. You apply a tourniquet, but now are you going to casualty carry that person the 2 miles back to the truck? No. You can call 911. You can tell them, hey, we're headed back to this exit, right, of the trail. You put them in the litter, and then you and your other buddy, or you are then dragging them on the litter so you're not dragging them against the ground, having ground contact and, causing road rash or burns or scrapes or anything like that. So awesome idea putting the quick litter on the adventure bag. What you got?
The Iridium group was happy. I knew there was a reason I picked up my phone. Negative 41 degrees Celsius. Stay frosty. What? Since we're American and we only use Fahrenheit, I wonder what negative 41 degrees Celsius is.
I can't do that off the top of my head. But
Uh-oh. Tactically Tora, everyone. Here he
get
goes
out of
again.
here.
Once again, when it comes to Celsius and Fahrenheit,
A little bit further over. TikTok can't see you.
There we go. When it comes to Celsius and Fahrenheit, they actually meet at negative 40.
Oh.
So they're the exact same.
So it's negative 40 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite cold.
So tomorrow we're expecting negative 30 with wind chill. That's actually cold. That's not fake cold. So yeah, stay frosty. Guys, this is why it's so important that you have good medical kits on you that can withstand that type of cold, that you have battle-tested chest seals that aren't going to fail in cold weather, that you have actual good Mylar on you that can keep your body heat in. All these things are super pertinent, and the Snowbird, he gets it. He understands. He knows what's up. So yeah, we're doing another giveaway here shortly, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, throw them in the comment box. TikTok, you have a question section. Instagram, you have a question box. And then YouTube, you have a live chat, which is a free-for-all. So any questions that you may have, feel free to throw them in the chat. What you got?
What a name. It is Tracking Like a Tank Bear. What's your favorite place you've done medical training?
Favorite place that I have done medical training?
Well, let's bring in Jay.
Yeah, so I'll answer, and then we'll bring in JT. JT just finished a year-long tour with Refuge Training. So, favorite place that I have done medical training, we actually just did it. It's at a private closed venue in Oklahoma. It was a 60-acre facility where we did a 24-hour intensive training. It was woods, it was prairies, it was canyons, it was barns. There was roadways. There's a bunch of different things you had to kind of work around. I personally didn't take the training there. I was oppositional forces for it. But man, it was awesome to see students navigate that large of a training facility, and it was a small course. So now we'll bring in JT.
Cracker Turn Torah on YouTube, everyone.
Shalom, everybody. I would say my favorite place that we've done it was at Waco.
Yeah.
This last class that we just did, which will actually be my last class that I'm ever a part of because I'm not
Wait, press the button. Press the button. Oh.
And
Yeah.
Applause for JT
Yeah.
for his time. For
Awesome
RT.
facility. Definitely, that's where you took the
I've been
class. Loved it. Best class we've ever done, in my opinion.
It's
So,
a great facility.
Yep.
They got crash cars,
Yep.
helicopters,
Yep.
you name it. They
Yep.
got it.
It's a huge facility.
Yeah, it's huge. I remember last time I was there, the owner came out and he like handed me a 249, which is like a saw, right? So he just hands this over to me. I'm like, dude, what are you doing with this? He's like, this is the belt fed option. He's like, I just wanted to show it to you. I thought you'd like it. I'm like, yeah, I freaking love it. Are you kidding me? It's a freaking saw, squad automatic weapon. Like, it's like, can I keep it? He's like, no, that costs right around $86,000. I was like, you can take this back now. Yeah. So, any other questions that you have, feel free to throw them in the chat. We always love more questions. Thanks for everybody who's joining. We love having you guys here, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. Share the live right now because we have more giveaways that are coming. The next one is in about 1 minute. What do you got?
From someone that we know well, Saws, he just said, Shalom, big fan.
Dude, love Saws. That's an amazing channel. If you haven't subbed to Saws on Patreon and on YouTube, you're messing up in your life. You're missing out on amazing information and training applications. So Saws is a super great dude, knows what he's talking about. He's been there, he's done that. He's the coolest guy on the internet that doesn't show his face. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. What?
Oh,
What up,
I miss
Patty? Awesome. So we're gonna do another giveaway. This one. Do the small one.
the small one.
Yep, that's
Wait.
the one right there.
Fading back.
And
And it's up.
oh, I don't play football. So
Oh,
we're gonna be giving away a soft tee tourniquet. This is the preferred tourniquet for EMS and for fire rescue, given the fact that it's a little bit bigger and it's washable, right? They like the fact that they can wash it. So this tourniquet right here is great. I personally carry one of these almost every day. I carry the orange version though, not the cool guy black. Soft Tee Special Operation Forces tourniquet. This is the Gen 5. Yes, so this is the Gen 5. So, if you can, ooh, what's a good question? Here we go. Let's see. I'm thinking. The question's gonna be, ooh, okay. What are the names of the 2 lead instructors of refuge training? First person to put them in the chat. What are the names of the 2 lead instructors for refuge training? There's
I'm
2.
looking at all the screens.
Here we go. Names of the lead instructors for refuge training. Names of the lead instructors.
Up.
What do we got?
The 12th C conditioning again.
Are you serious?
Oh, wait, no. He has 1, not 2.
There's 2 names that we're looking for.
Oh, there it is. Sergeant O'Reilly on YouTube, Twitch, and Phelps.
There it is. Twitch and Phelps. Those are our lead instructors. Twitch, previous law enforcement officer, rendered aid, I think, over 20 times in the field. Over 30. Over 30 times in the field. Phelps, combat deployed for the Army, has some crazy, I don't share his testimony. He has some crazy testimony about stuff that he's done overseas. Awesome instructors. So, what was his name? Sergeant O'Reilly?
Sergeant O'Reilly.
Sergeant O'Reilly, email admin at Refuge Medical. You want a free soft tee tourniquet, Special Operation Forces tourniquet.
Links in the bio.
Links in the bio. Go ahead, shoot us an email. We'll grab your address. We'll send it out to you. No charge. No charge to you. So, we're going to go back to the Q&A. Raincat said, shoot, so close. You got to be ready. Hi, K. Fryer. Goat on the road, you were super close. You were just a little bit behind. Raincat said Stitch and Bob, close. Not exactly.
On TikTok, Tango Alpha Yankee said, "Cool guy 1 and awesome alpha." I think that would have been accepted.
I would have accepted it.
Yeah, if you would have got that out quicker.
I would have accepted it. Alex and Steven. Close, but not at all. Yeah, I don't know. Bob and Weave. Nope, not Bob and Weave. Great job, though. That's a great joke. Goat on the Road said, good to see you, Bob. Hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you, Goat on the Road, even though I haven't seen you before. I do like goats, and I'm a fan of roads. So, boom, I'm a fan. You sold me. And we're all doing good. Are we doing good? Yeah, that was convincing, right? That was enough. That was like a 30% energy level. We'll try it one more time. Are we doing good? Yeah! There we go. That's what we wanted.
Hey, the 12C conditioning requested, will everyone sign and pray over the extreme ownership before sending it out?
Dude, it'd be an honor. So we'll do that 100% before it goes out for you. That would be an honor. Switching to YouTube, don't give away anything in the next 2 minutes. No promises. You better hurry. Yeah, YouTube's a little bit faster. It seems like TikTok is the slowest, and then Instagram's in the middle, and YouTube's the fastest.
Oh, no.
So that seems what it kind of tends to be. Raincat said, brain operating on 6 hours of sleep. So if you guys have any questions, this is the perfect time to ask it. Hey, Bob, are you ever going to do, I don't know. Hey, JT, what do you think about, I don't know. All these questions are really pertinent, and we care about your feedback, right? So it's really important. For us, customer service is a huge priority, right? And I'm kind of curious as to see what your guys' experiences have been with the customer service. Do you like how we do it? Do you like the videos back to you? Do you like the messages, the focus that we put on customer service? Is it too much? Because for us and for our organization, you guys are the lifeblood. We love you. We could not do what we do without you. And so we only want to grow the base of people that have awesome kits and know how to use them. So the feedback from you as the individual is extremely important to us. It's pertinent information. So let me know in the comments below, like, I hate the customer service. I love it. It's too much. It's too little. I'd love to see more of this. I'd love to see less of that. Throw it in the comments below what your thoughts are about customer service, and I'd love to take a look at it.
Mother Kate is in the building.
Mother Kate, hi, Mom. Absolutely awesome service. The text is awesome. Sweet. Love that. I love that that's there. Soft Skills asked a really good question, which I'm going to answer here shortly after we get through the customer service thing. Soft Skills asked vented versus non-vented chest seals and the preference, and I will absolutely expound on that. So yeah, if you guys have any problems with customer service or questions, let us know. It's excellent. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for that. We love that. Shalom, Mother Kate. So yeah, let's move to this question really quick, because I think it's a great question. Soft Skills asked vented versus non-vented chest seals and the preference. So I always like to have at a minimum of one vented chest seal. And the reason being is you have to burp the wound less often, and it decreases and mitigates the risk of tension pneumothorax, right? So too much pressure in the chest or pleural cavity. So with that, I always run 1 and 1. So 1 vented, 1 non-vented. That being said, 2 vented chest seals are perfectly fine. However, when you get into 2 non-vented chest seals, right, then at that point you're having to constantly monitor and burp that wound, right? And so a vented chest seal, standardly the vent pointed downward so that it can drain properly is going to do everything that you need it to do. And then having the other one, a non-vented chest seal, it's mainly relying on that one vent, right? But is still completely functional. Right now we, in all of our kits, put halo chest seals. They have a really advanced scriminant in the adhesive, so that way they're functioning under any circumstance, and they're 1 vented and 1 non-vented.
Can you explain what scriminant is?
100%. So in the adhesive, there's little pieces, there's little fibers called scriminant, and that scriminant allows it to not bond completely to the plastic that's attached to the adhesive, right? So you have the chest seal and then you have the plastic, right? And it's packaged like that. Well, that discriminant allows you to be able to pull the chest seal off of the plastic easily, right? It not get bound to it. It also allows it to not let the adhesive go stale, right? So in a hyper cold environment, the adhesive becomes non-functioning because it all solidifies. The discriminant keeps it from solidifying so that it still functions properly in that cold environment. As well as in an extremely hot or warm environment, the adhesive becomes overactive, right? It bonds to that plastic. Well, the discriminant allows it to separate from that plastic and not completely bond. So that way you can still separate a chest seal in a really hot environment, apply it, you know, if you're in the desert or maybe you're just in the Oklahoma sun in July, all that is really pertinent information. So discriminant inside of the adhesive is very important. And these are the types of details that we at Refuge Medical focus on because it all really plays down to the application, right? How this is made directly reflects how it's applied and how successful the application could be. And we want to think of what situation could an American find themselves in every single day, right? Whether you're in the beating sun of Texas or whether you're in the wintry Upper Peninsula, you know, we want you guys to have the tools you need and them to work, right? So discriminant, very important. Now you have that information, which is pertinent information, I think, in my opinion. But that's a great question. I hope that answers what you were asking. Trent Gillette 0 asked, what do you recommend in an EDC trauma kit? Yeah, 100%. So the one in your right hand, boom. This is what I recommend for an EDC trauma kit. This and a tourniquet. So this right here, this is your EDC trauma kit. So you have a tourniquet that fits in your pocket, either a Cat Gen 7 or a Gen 5 soft T, and then a slick kit. This right here is your blowout kit. This is I'm gonna die if I don't have this and I need it, right? So you have Combat Z-Fold hemostatic gauze, right? Which is basically super fancy word to say it's gonna clot the it's gonna provide a clotting agent inside of the wound or the cavity, right? That's your wound packing gauze. You have gloves. You need gloves. If it's gross, sticky, wet, not yours, don't touch it. Then has a 4-inch responder ETD. So if you have to wound pack or if you have to apply a chest seal, you can secure it with an emergency trauma dressing. Or if you have a laceration to the head or the arm, you can treat it with your emergency trauma dressing. Then in the middle here, it has a flat of duct tape because duct tape is extremely useful in a plethora of settings. And then it has chest seals right here. So it has the Halo, one vented, one non-vented, like I was just talking about here in the back. So you have your wound packing, emergency trauma dressing, gloves, your flat duct tape, as well as your chest seals. And then you have your tourniquet here. Together, this right here covers 80% of the March algorithm, and you can carry it in your pockets every day with no problem. I carry this in the back pocket of my jeans, like so, right? Super easy. No problem. Sizable wallet, right?
He's married, ladies.
I am married, ladies and gentlemen and whoever, boys and girls. And then this one just goes in the front pocket, super easy. Soft tee works best for jeans. And then we also have that. This is the pocket, right? Goes in the cargo pocket, super easy. Has most and a little bit more than what I just showed you. It also has additional compressed gauze. It also has a nasopharyngeal airway, some antiseptic towelettes, and a Sharpie. So the pocket goes really well in a cargo pocket. This is kind of what I carry if I'm going to the range. Usually I have cargo pockets on, right? So this will go in the cargo pocket. I'll have an additional tourniquet on me. This got just a little bit more capability, but date night with the wife or I'm headed to town, slick kit, tourniquet. Boom, right there. That's a blowout kit. Every single day you can carry this. It's not a big deal. I've seen people carry way dumber things for way worse reasons. So I hope that helps you there. Best in the business. Great job, Refuge Medical. Hoo-ah. Well, thank you, Southwest Prepper Group. Thanks, brother. No, thank you for the question. 3 more minutes till our next giveaway. So you guys should hang around for the next giveaway because, man, it is going to be freaking cool. I'm a big fan of it. I'm not giving this stuff away.
Prepper Group is one of our influencers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Cool. Good to know. That's good info right there. Way to be, Southwest Prepper Goop. I'm gonna take a drink of Jocko. If you have, somebody said, I just EDC my Bear Fact 3.0 and attorney and shears. If you just EDC a Bear Fact, you've got more capability than both those kits. So if you can do that, that's totally fine. A lot of people, they just don't want to carry another bag with them. So the POC kit or the Slick kit, that gives them the ability to just like throw it on their person and not have to like run to the car, look in this bag or whatever it may be. What you got, Dud?
Mother Kate said, recently I got an electric chainsaw. PJ makes me carry the tourniquet, everything. I use it.
Probably every time that she uses it.
Every time that she uses it.
Yeah, that's good. Mother Kate, you should carry a tourniquet if you're using a chainsaw. I would argue that you should carry a full blowout kit. I do. I used to cut trees professionally, and I wouldn't go up into the tree or I wouldn't start the saw without having my med on me. Because even an electric chainsaw, it just takes the right angle, and you got a really good bite on the flesh, and then you have a problem. Mother Kate also asked, which day of assurance are you on now? We are on day 12? Right. So we're on the 12th day of life assurance, and today's focus is the what?
Splint set.
Splinting set. I can't remember that. It's like escaped my brain.
Brand new set.
Yeah, it's escaped my brain 3 times. Yeah, splinting set today. Go freaking grab one. It's a new product. It's what all the kids are talking about, even if they can't remember what it is, like me. But you should grab one. What you got?
Mellow 1776. 6. There was a space in there.
Okay.
What hemostatic gauze do you prefer? Combat gauze, C-Locks, or C-Locks Rapid?
I prefer Quick Clot. So C-Locks is a different company than Quick Clot is. Quick Clot is owned by Teleflex. Teleflex is a really, really strong company. And they've got a massive amount of white pages, which is all the data and clinical data of Quick Clot. So the hemostatic that they use in Quick Clot, I find to be more successful than C-Locks, and C-Locks hasn't been around as long. Hit it. Now, what my preference is, so there's 2 types of Quick Clot, right? There's actually a few types of Quick Clot, but there's primarily 2 types of Quick Clot. So there's Quick Clot combat gauze, and there's Quick Clot rolled gauze. Here are the differences. The length, right? This is in a Z-fold compressed fashion, right? And this is in a roll, right? It's a loose roll. You can see it. You see how I can't do that here? This is vacuum sealed tight. This is 3" by 4 yards, and this is 3" by 4 yards non-compressed, right? So the compression inside of this gives you additional space to wound pack. It also being in the Z-fold format, if you've ever worked with compressed gauze, like there's a very specific way that you do it. When you open the package, you crack the gauze, you pull, you tie your knot, and then you can start to feed through that Z-fold, and it's really easy to do it. It gets a little weird with the roll because it's not the same, and so my brain goes to the Combat Z-fold, which is where it is at. Great question, though. I have C-Locks gauze. I have C-Locks Rapid. I have a bunch of it. I don't have a problem with it. It's a great product from what I've seen. The thing that people don't understand is with a hemostatic agent, there is no data to show that it is better than just packing a wound correctly. If you have just non-hemostatic compressed gauze that costs 85 cents and you pack the wound correctly, right, it will do the same thing as a hemostatic agent. What the hemostatic agent does is it accounts for the human error. I didn't form enough pressure in this part of the cavity, ergo it didn't clot there and I have bleeding. The hemostatic agent with the clotting agent in there, that is what, kind of tightens up that whole realm versus if you just pack a wound 100% correctly every time. So I hope that sheds a little bit of light on there. That's a great question. You got the, is that the splinting set?
Yes, sir.
Send it.
Incoming. Oh!
We are experiencing technical
no.
difficulties. So we're here now, and the splinting set fell. I don't think I can reach it with my foot.
You could. I have to come up
There
and
we
try
go.
again.
There we go. All right.
right.
Take 2. Second verse. Better than the
Ready.
first. And
Ready.
hit me. Boom.
It
There we
caught
go.
air. That's what happened. It
This
caught
is
air.
the splinting set from Refuge Medical. So right in here, we've got a Sam Medical, Sam Splint. We've got a couple of different rolled gauzes here. So we have soft elastic 4" by 5 yards. So that's just like an ace bandage. We have another smaller ace bandage. This is a 2". Then we have another stretch bandage, but this is just like more gauze than it is bandage. Then we have medical tape, triangular bandage. This right here is everything you need to set a splint up, whether it's for the arm or for the leg or for the ankle, and be successful in doing so. So this is a great set. Who built this? Who designed this? Is that you? Good job. You and Phelps? Great job. This is awesome. This is awesome. I love this. I had no idea that even existed. So there you go. Yeah, 100%. All right, what else we got going on here? Love the flying products. Yeah, it's interesting. You got to stay on your toes. All right, it's time to do another giveaway. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh my gosh, the orange is so good.
Oh, we got some back in stock?
Yeah, we got the orange.
Oh.
We out here.
Oh, nice.
We out here. All right, let's do, yeah, that. All right. This is a good one here. This is something I've been talking a lot about. We've been talking a lot about here. This is a complete suture practice kit, right? So this is not made in America. I got this sent to me. I like it. It's not made in America, though, so I had an extra one, so I decided to give it away. This includes all the required components you need to practice suture techniques. Suture pad, Hager needle holder, Adson forceps, suture scissors, scalpel blades, suture thread, everything you need to practice suturing, right? It's an awesome tool to have. It's a great thing to practice. It's like the game Operation for adults. There's real medical tools in here, so this is a great training aid for anybody who wanted to practice suturing. I think really good skill to have, just being able to suture a wound or a laceration. This doesn't make you a surgeon, okay? This is just suturing a wound. Very different things. Very, very different things. So, if you, let's see. We asked that last time. We can't ask that again. I'm running out of questions, people. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. The first one. What were the two first kits that Refuge Medical made? Two first kits that Refuge Medical made. We made two kits. We started there. So, what were the two first kits? And the person who gets it right in the comments below, they win the practice suture kit, right? Complete suture practice kit. It's a great training device, awesome training aid. First two kits that Refuge Medical released.
YouTube is going crazy. The first one from Andrew Stanek, he said bare fac and bare minimum.
That's right. That's
Ooh.
correct. Bare fac and bare min were our first two kits. So, you were so close. Somebody said bare fac. Resilient Civilian came in right after him. Resilient Civilian, you're right, but you're just a little bit too slow. So who was it? Andrew Stanek?
Yes, sir.
Andrew Stanek, you are the winner of a complete suture practice kit. I will tell you right now, this is made in China. This is not made in the USA, right? You guys know that I'm a big proponent for made in the USA. That's why you don't see it in the store right now. But I had a couple of these sent to me. We took a look at them. I think they're really cool teaching and training aids. And I had an extra one, so I wanted to give it away to you guys so that you can check it out. Nemco Medical makes these. I have no idea what that company stands for. This isn't an endorsement of that company. So go ahead, Andrew Stanek, and reach out to admin at Refuge Medical, and we will get that in the mail for you. No problem. Great job. Just missed it. Yeah, you just missed it, Resilient Civilian. You just missed it. Awesome. So we'll continue on with the Q&A portion. If anybody has any Qs, we have some answers. Hopefully, this could be about anything. This could be about the people culture of Refuge, our plans for 2023, any new kit ideas. It could be really about anything you guys want to ask about. What you got?
The 12-seat conditioning as any plans to carry nose noodles smaller than 28 French for the little people.
Yes. So right now we really only sell 28 French because it's a universal adult size. We have sold smaller nose noodle sizes in the past. You can always reach out to us and we can get you specialty items like that. I will say that that particular component is inside of a kit that's being designed for 2023. So it relates directly to children. And so, yes, the plans are there. What part of 2023? Probably Q2. I'm not sure. But you're thinking the right way of having nose noodles for the kids, right? 100%. What are the plans for 2023? Trainings, question mark. Yes, so 2023 is going to be a pretty crazy year for training. They're looking to be gone probably 7 or 8 months out of the year. And we have quite a bit of trainings that are already on the website, and a bunch more are about to get posted. A bunch more. We've added new employees into the training team. We've added Cap. Cap was captain of a fire department for, I don't know, over 10 years. He's a paramedic, did search and rescue, fire rescue. Just an awesome dude. Highly experienced, really, really knowledgeable. So Cap's coming to be a part of the training team. We've also got some new role players that are coming in, and so I'm really excited about it. Somebody asked about Responder 4. Did you get to do the Responder 4 pilot? I was oppositional forces. I was Op 4 for the Responder 4 pilot. So when they were fighting bad guys, I was the bad guy they were fighting. We took it easy on them. It was a really, really interesting pilot. We've got some great data that came out of it, and some new courses are going to be coming into Refuge training. Maybe a night responder? What? A night responder? That would be crazy. We definitely wouldn't teach you how to do medical at night, because that wouldn't be applicable to your everyday life. So yeah, our 4 responder was a smashing success. We learned a lot. We got a lot of great data. So that's a great question there. Somebody said, I'm a novice, so this question might make you laugh, but do you have a medical kit for dogs? So that's not a novice question. That's a great question. We do have canine kits. We have 3 different sizes of canine kits. We have the Rottie, the Shepherd, and the Mastiff. And they are 3 very, very different kits. I don't know that we have a Mastiff built right here for you. This is the Shepherd here. So the Shepherd's our smallest one. It's got your red Coban here. It's got a canine tourniquet. It's got extra responder gauze, decompression needle, gloves, as well as it's got a trauma pack built out for canines. Super useful. Your cat tourniquet's not going to work on your dog, just so you know. But, you know, nice try. Or cats. Your cat tourniquet will not work on your cat. Great point. This is the Rottie here, a little bit bigger. So you have your 4-inch emergency trauma dressing. You have your red Coban. So red Coban is accepted as the veterinary color for animals, right? So we always want to use red on an animal versus, you know, red on a human or something like that, because the color of our blood is red, so it's not going to show well. Color of an animal's blood is still red, but because of the fur, standardly, this sticks out a lot better. We also have a skin stapler in here for your animals. We have still a canine tourniquet. We have an additional S-mark bandage, responder gauze, and then a canine trauma pack as well, which is super awesome. I love the skin stapler in these kits because that is so freaking applicable to canines in specific. And then this is...
Wait 1 sec.
Right, the floor manager Ty, come say hi.
So, guys, Ty. So this is the Mastiff here. Huge kit, very, very in-depth, right? If we were to go into it, the first thing you're going to see is you have TCCC cards for your canines, so you can actually go through and look and see what injuries were done and what remediations were done. We have our canine trauma kit. This has got, you know, your skin glue, your skin staples, your extra adhesives, your red Coban, additional red Coban. IV start set to run IVs to your canine is huge. You can get fluids from us for your canines, both lactated ringers and saline. So you can start a drip on your dog. We have Penrose drain for a canine tourniquet, additional shears, skin stapler. These are the fluids I was just talking to you about. 0.9% sodium chloride, right? As well as we include splint, hemostatic gauze, and seals, right? And if you're using the seals, you're going to need to probably get rid of that fur. So we have the tools to do that as well. Awesome kit. Awesome kit. I mean, we developed this with Team 5 in mind. Team 5 does amazing work across the world, globally. in remediations medically, Team 5 Medical Foundation. And so with that, Team 5 does a lot of canine work. So we had them in mind when we built that kit. What you got?
Mother Kate said that it's a great idea for the pets kits. PJ suggests a muzzle for the dog kit.
That's good. I think we put duct tape in there for that purpose, but that's a great idea too. Yeah, the muzzle still allows them to breathe and regulate temperature properly, which is a great idea. Got a goat kit. We don't have a goat kit. Maybe we should develop a livestock kit. That'd be maybe a good idea. What you got?
So Solitaire Ranch, what is the main difference between the bare fact and the bare minimum?
That's a great question. Hit it. Boom. So, main difference right off top is going to be size, right? Bare fact's about 25% bigger. Bare min isn't going to have as much of a trauma focus as the bare fact is, but bare min will have a little bit more boo-boo capability. The 2.0, we have a little bit of Band-Aids, some burn cream, stuff like that inside of the bare min. Tourniquet on the bare min 2.0 is on the outside. You can add an additional tourniquet on the outside for your bare fact, but the primary comes on the inside. So once you deploy your bare fact, you have more, it's more of a trauma focused kit, right? So you have your quick clot right down here in trauma pack, as well as you have your tourniquet ETD, and then you have the stack in the back, which has got your burn tech dressing, your chest seals, your airway management, right? And additional gauze and shears. With the min, it's a little bit different. We'll look at it. So deploy our min, boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We open it up, right? So no tourniquet on the inside, right? You have responder gauze and eye pad and eye shield. Then you have rolled gauze and gloves. Then you have your 6-inch ETD, right? So you're not getting your hemostatic right here, okay? Then you open up back here. You have chest seals, burn tech and gauze, and then you've got your boo-boos, right? So this is your providone iodine, your burn gel, your anti-sting, your triple antibiotic, and your BZKs. So less of a trauma capability, more of a everyday kind of kit. And then you have some Band-Aids too, which is great. Love the Band-Aids. So we'll put that in there like so. Set that guy over there. Great question, the differences. It's just, the application is a little bit different. What else you got?
David Tierney said, Bear mentions you all are getting loved on by suppliers since you pay quickly and up front.
Yep.
Please tell me you guys have 110% confidence that your suppliers will not go bankrupt before delivery to you.
So 110% confidence in anything is challenging. And I guess I'm pretty literal. So one of my jobs as the director of operations is I manage a lot of our larger suppliers, right? And I have really close working relationships with them. And I will tell you this, that we have been pushed up the line exponentially. Our orders always get expedited. What other companies do with their money and whose money other companies take is beyond my control, right? I can't control that. However, I can tell you that I gauge the market often. We go through monthly and quarterly market checks where, we're testing to see what supply chains are looking like, as well as we have secondary, tertiary, and emergency suppliers for all of our products, right? All of our manufacturers. So if I buy a cat tourniquet from here, I have 3 other options that I can buy a cat tourniquet from. If I buy Quick Clot from here, I have 3 other options I can buy Quick Clot from. So we always try to stay ahead of the ball to make sure that we have all the options for you guys, as well as we don't go out of stock. So something that's a little bit different for us is if it's in stock, we have it here, right? We changed our whole business model to make it more tuned into the customer. And so we did that through really good supplier relations and managing a really good distributor and manufacturer relationship. What you got?
The encouraging community asked, can you tell me where in the scriptures it says not to celebrate the pagan holidays, please?
Yeah.
Well, tactically Torah, because it's in his name.
Okay.
Come on
I'm
down.
not trying to hijack anything, brother. In Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2, it says explicitly that the Father does not want us to celebrate or learn the ways of the nations, because what they'll do is they'll go out into the forest, cut down a tree, and then they will bring it into their homes, fasten it with hammer and nails so that it does not topple, and then proceed to decorate it with silver and gold. Now that is not just idols. Like Aaron, he made the calf for them while they were in the wilderness, and then proceeded to decorate it with gold. But that's not just that idol. That's also a Christmas tree. And
Right.
if you do any amount of studying on the origin of these holidays, a lot of the origins are quite disgusting, and that's kind of what the Father's getting to. Is like, don't learn the way of the nations, because you don't understand exactly what they're doing.
Right.
And in Hosea, he says that, my people suffer for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
They suffer for their own ignorance.
Yeah, 100%. And so for us, like, you gotta read the book and do what it says,
Yeah.
right? It's pretty simple. And we try not to overcomplicate it too much. And so, one, judge not, lest you be judged of the same accord.
For
right?
sure.
Remove the plank from your own eye before you go seeking the speck of your brother's. So I'm not necessarily judging anybody for what they do, but it's pretty clear in the book when it says don't go cut a tree down, fasten it with nails in your house, and decorate it with gold and silver. Probably shouldn't do that, right? Big reasons behind that. And then just actually like studying the lineage and the apologetics, right? Apologetics comes from the Greek word apologia, which means truth. So if you study the apologetics or the truth of the scriptures, you would have seen that Messiah would have never been born in December. He would have been born in more September-ish based off of the bloodline of John and when his birth was, because John was 6 months older
Right.
than Messiah. And so we have dates on when John's birth would have been. And so you can kind of see all this and you go, man, something doesn't smell right. And, if the season's like all about just buying things, it's probably not super great either. Like,
For
that's
sure.
probably not Messiah-centered. And so that's a great question. I hope that shined a little bit of light in there. We didn't think that we were going to go there, but we did. What's up?
Quixotic tossed in Deuteronomy 12 is a good place to start, and Patty
Absolutely.
Sanchez suggested read Chronicles.
Yep. I mean, if you read the book, the whole book will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, it's a lot more simple than people make it out to be. Like, keep my commands, love me, right? Okay, bet.
I'll toss out this one last statement because I've got orders.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people will say, oh, well, that's not what it means to me. Jesus is the reason for this season and such. And that's okay. I'm not going to dog that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it means to you. It matters what it means to the Father.
Right.
So if he
Whose
says
rules-
don't do it, then you probably shouldn't do it for
Yeah,
a reason.
whose rules are we playing by?
Yeah.
Somebody has to be God in the relationship, right?
Right.
Somebody has to be the creator. So if the creator said don't do that, it doesn't matter what it means to you, right? If my kid disobeys me and says, "Oh, well, that's not what I meant by it," they still disobeyed me.
Yeah.
Right? There still has to be ramifications for those actions.
Absolutely. All you.
Thank you, Tactically Torah.
Awesome. That's a great question. I love that we go spiritual. It's always great. We also will answer medical questions, anything that you guys want. What you got, Dud?
Mike Breen was asking, how about a K9 responder course to go with the Refuge K9 kits?
That's a great idea, but we are in a market that is so non-existent. And I also could find it to be really messy if people just start bringing their dogs that maybe aren't trained around other dogs that aren't trained. So are you working on your dog? Are we providing the dog? And then are you working on that dog? Because we provide people for you to work on. So now we're providing dogs for you to work on. It could get really messy, man. That's really, really high-level training. And so we're trying to focus on people learning how to work on people. There's a ton of Americans that don't even know what a tourniquet is. So before we go into dogs, the training team has their hands full trying to teach humans what tourniquets are. So it's a great thought. It is a great thought, but I don't think it's the future for us right now. All right. We got a few more minutes till our last giveaway. I'm always open for more questions, whatever you guys may want. Feel free to let me know. We'll take any questions about kits, any questions about what we do here, who we are, why we are. anything like that, you know, questions about the future for our company, questions about the past. I mean, hey, dude, I'm open for whatever. So feel free to let us know in the chat below. TikTok, you have a chat. You have a question box. Instagram, you have a question box. And YouTube, you have a live section. So yeah. Which is a good homesteading kit, Sister Kate? Homesteading, if I were to recommend one, would realistically be the Adventure Kit. The Adventure Kit is kind of a, go ahead and one size fits all. It comes in this beautiful handmade, American-made bag. No big deal. Not trying to brag, but we make stuff here. No big deal, right? So inside this kit, you can look. It is chock full, right? There's no free space in there. Sharps container, because there's going to be sharp stuff in this. This is an SK6. It's a 76-piece surgical set that comes in this kit, right? So sharps container for that. You may not need that all the time, but you also may need it, right? You may need to do a suture on an animal or a suture on yourself. It's totally realistic, right? This is a little bit of like chest seals and gauze for respiratory. A bunch of wipes, right? So triple antibiotic, antiseptic, sting and relief, sting bite, burn gel, all that good stuff. Gauze pack here, so you have a plethora of assorted gauzes. Trauma shears. Some people like to put these on the outside. I don't mind that. That's not a bad idea. Little OTC meds, right? So you have anti-diarrheal medication, as well as you have Benadryl allergy tablets. Always good to have in the field if you drink bad water, get bit or stung by a wasp or something like that. Coban and an ACE bandage. Those will come in handy for the splint. Put a SAM splint down at the bottom, orange and blue, high vis so you can see it, right? You don't need to be super tactical on the homestead. Then if you look, there's a little pocket here. I'll try to show you. There's a pocket on the side here. This is great because this kind of contains a bunch of small stuff, right? So you have steri strips for wound closure, band-aids, oral rehydration salts, glucose for low blood sugar, additional gloves, you have burn gel, hydrocortisone, you have over-the-counter meds, so aspirin, acetaminophen, Advil. You also have Splinter Out. This is a super awesome tool. It comes in a pack of 10, I think it is, and you can use them to get your splinters out. Super helpful in the field. As well as you have additional tape, medical and duct tape in there, and it all comes in that little pouch. Just close that back up. Then on the other side here, you have a little trauma module. So this is a 6-inch emergency trauma dressing from TACMed. It's the Oleus bandage, so really good ETD. S-Mark bandage and a soft T tourniquet. Then over here, another trauma support module. So you have 2 burn shield burn dressings, as well as you have your trauma pack. So it's got quick clot rolled in there, compressed gauze, triangle bandage, rolled gauze, survival blanket, as well as additional gauze and tape, and a little Sharpie right there. And that's all inside the Adventure Kit. That's like stock. That's just how it comes, which, I mean, for a homestead, right, if you were out there working the sheep or something like that, or whatever it may be, this is perfect to keep in the back of a side-by-side. That's what I always recommend. I have a good buddy who does that. We always keep one nearby, usually on the four-wheeler or something like that. We try to keep this. And the bags themselves are super useful. I have a OD green adventure bag that I use for my laptop bag. I just put my laptop in there, all my cords, notebooks, phones, stuff like that. Super easy. Just throw it over the shoulder, boom, you're good to go.
And with me, I have a SOB kit as my waist pouch.
Somebody said a specialized kit for handlers in emergency situations before vet care can be given, question mark? Yes. So that would be the Mastiff, right? The Mastiff is going to be for the handler. It's not worn by the dog. None of the canine kits are worn by the actual canine themselves. And the handler has them, so that way if the dog is a working dog and experiences a trauma-related injury, you can treat that before they get to the higher level of veterinary care. So, great question. What you got?
J Boone Outdoor Adventures. Are rhino rescue tourniquets good?
Rhino rescue tourniquets.
That was the knockoff rats. Remember that we got? It said rhino? It was exactly.
It's a rat's tourniquet?
No, it was the other one. The,
RMT?
tourniquet. It's not a cat. Recon. Remember it was the Recon.
Oh, it's the Recon knockoff.
Remember that kit?
Yeah, actually they are. Yeah, beat the piss out of them. It works. The C-clamp's a little flimsy, but I don't think it would fail. We couldn't get it to fail. One of them comes in like flat, dark earth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. but I mean, I don't think it'll be around long because Recon got sued out of existence for the exact same thing. But if you can grab them cheap now, I would. I haven't seen them fail yet. Yeah, Rhino Rescue. That's what it was, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was like, one of them came in Flat Dark Earth, and it's like a Recon tourniquet and a cat tourniquet. They literally look like the same exact thing. It's probably just the expired patent that they're capitalizing on. Which, hey, I mean, good for you, man. Soapy Acre said that's what I need. I think it's in response to the adventure kit. You do need it. I mean, if you have a homestead and you're working, or just like a large family, like a functioning family with a few different kids, that's a really good first aid kit to just have in the vehicle, right? Not like on your person tactical, but just we're going to the zoo and Billy fell and scraped his knee and is now a terrorist. Okay, let's clean him up. Let's give him some OTC meds for the pain, and let's get the zoo on so we can go see the giraffes. Like, super freaking practical, right? What do you got, Dud?
David Tyranny, any highlights of the Bearman 2.0 versus the 1.0? What changed, added, removed? Have a 1.0 waiting to see if I should add some components.
Yeah, so the main difference is we added some boo-boo and took away some trauma. The Bearman was kind of this like in-the-middle kit that we couldn't figure out what we wanted to do with. And so we built it out to have a little bit more boo-boo capability. So it's got some OTC wipes, it's got some Band-Aids, and it's got a little bit more gauze. It's got a little bit less trauma, which I think is awesome. The tourniquet is now on the outside, the shears are now on the outside, so it gives us more room on the inside of the kit to build it out and make it look great and form-fitted. So if you were gonna add something to your Bearman 1.0, it'd be, like over-the-counter wipes, over-the-counter Band-Aids, over-the-counter, meds, whatever it may be, and that'll help you get closer to the 2.0. Or you can get a Bearman 2.0, continue to have the Bearman 1.0, and have an additional kit in your lineup, which is recommended, right? Usually you're not alone, like most people don't do life alone. So take that other kit and put it in your wife's car, your son's car, whatever it may be, and kind of utilize the best of both worlds there. Ever consider having a consultation service where people can stack antibiotics for emergencies? That exists. It's called Jace, right?
Yeah.
Jace Medical. Jace Medical. They do it really, really well. We're not in the business of doing something that's already been done. Jace Medical is awesome at what they do, and so we just support them in that, and we push people their way. But that's not something we really are interested in getting into. We have our hands full with medical kits and medical components. Moving into pharmaceuticals is a different realm, and so Jace Medical is really good at their system and service in doing that. So we recommend Jace Medical for that. Awesome company, awesome organization. I've got multiple refuge kits for my truck and rural clinic where I work. The kits are much better than those provided by our facility. That is freaking awesome, Scott. Thank you so much for supporting us. I'm sorry that your facility isn't providing you better stuff. If you want, you can have your facility reach out to us and we can try to be their source for components, for kits, and for utensils, tools, all these stuff. And we have a sales team that is driven to get larger facilities or rural facilities the stuff they need. Even if we need to help you find a grant or something like that, Scott, reach out to sales at Refuge Medical, and we'll take care of you. Raven Prepper said, looks great, man. Awesome. Cindy Pritchett, I found money in my HSA, so I spent it all at Refuge Medical. That's a super smart idea. Oh, we should talk about that. FSA expires this month. If you have an FSA, a flexible spending account, it expires at the end of December, right? It resets. That money just disappears into the ether. You need to spend your FSA money. We quantify and qualify for FSA spending, right? So you can go to our store and you can get medical devices, our medical kits, in your FSA account. So I recommend you do that. If your FSA money's going to expire, don't let it just go into the ether. Scott said, I will discuss it with them for sure. Thanks for all you do. No, thanks for all y'all do. That's super awesome. I have a couple wound care buckets. They are awesome. The wound care buckets are a great prep. That is a tremendous prep. Everybody should have them. I mean, dude, you just like get bit by a dog and you need to take care of that wound for a week or two. The wound care bucket, it's freaking got you. And that's super serious stuff. So that's a great point. All right. We'll do it. All right. Final giveaway. Here Here we go. All right. So for the final giveaway, we have a Condor medium assault bag. So Condor makes their stuff in China. We are no longer continuing to support Condor. We're moving away from Condor and towards an American-made stop bag and an American-made mini stop bag. But we still have some inventory, so I figured, hey, let's give it away. Let's give it to some people. They can still find use for it. Our loss, your gain, right? So, what is a good question? This is a great bag, by the way, for like a medium rucksack. I use this for like a day-long ruck, maybe a 2-day ruck. I'm able to fit calories, I'm able to fit water, I'm able to fit, you know, some medical, some emergency, some survival. On the bottom here, I attach my sleep system with the Molly. I just have like a little bundle that attaches right here really well. It holds the weight well. Mine just lives in the back of my truck. Honestly, I haven't taken it out of the back of my truck for probably 2 months. Rain, sunshine, still works. No failures in the system. So, recommend this bag.
C.
What?
Quixotic said C. The answer is always C.
That's actually, so it's like 60% of the time. I mean, if you were to pick an answer, it'd be C. Okay. So, question is gonna be, what does the sign on the outside of our building say? You can tell me what the sign on the outside of our building says. You are the winner of a Coyote medium assault pack. Only real fans know this. Only real fans know this.
We don't sell weed.
Close. You're-
Go away. We don't sell weed. Oh, so the next person was resilient civilian.
Resilient civilian. Go away. We don't sell weed. That is an actual sign. Let's go check it out. You guys can see it right here. We're moving. We're shaking. We're shaking. We're moving. Kits, so we had to tell people to go away. So that is an actual sign. Now you know for the next time it pops up. Coming through. All right. So at that point, we've been going for about an hour. I feel like it's probably a pretty good time to stop. I want to tell you guys that I love you. You're needed. You're important. Remember, please, to carry a tourniquet every single day, whether it's comfortable or not. Carry a tourniquet. It will just become one of the things. Say goodbye to all the people. Say bye, people. Bye, people. Everybody loves you. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday. It's a date, 1 o'clock. So bye. Shalom.